Hey, what up? I want to say this right here. You know, there's a lot of people out here fighting for civil rights and fighting for voters' rights. And I just want to have a conversation for a second. As we go on about our daily routine, there are people down in state houses in the state of Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, and South Carolina, and Florida, fighting for just the right to vote. And I say, man, we are headed all the way back, if we're not here already, back to Jim Crow laws. And I'm just gonna put a question out there. And I'm just gonna ask a simple question. You know, we all love our football and our basketball. We all love our colleges. You know, we all look forward to our kids going off to college, whether it be PWI or HBCU. And I'm just thinking, if I'm a parent and I have a talented son, you know, that'll probably go to University of Tennessee or University of Florida or Florida State or Alabama or Auburn or Mississippi State or LSU or South Carolina Gamecocks or Clemson, would I send my son to any of these universities to play football? And we're good enough to play football on the football field and make money for those universities, but we're not good enough to vote? And that's a real question. And how far is the protest going to go? You know what I'm saying? And when it comes to football, and everybody knew me for years, I've been a big Alabama fan or whatever, but now the governor has redrawn the district maps. I'm not taking it out on the universities or whatever, but the reason LSU and Alabama and Clemson in schools win and Florida State and Florida Gators win national championships because of the caliber of stars of black players that's on those teams. Should we? And I want to know what your thoughts are. Should we be protesting, you know, these universities, making money for those universities and making the universities look good if we're not good enough to vote? If you want to take away our rights and redraw district maps, especially what they're doing to the people in Memphis. You got the University of Memphis, you got the Memphis Grizzlies. When are we gonna hit them in the pocket for real? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We so distracted by all this other stuff, and we don't even know the danger that we're in. And our voters' rights are being taken away, because that's not what's trending. What's trending is the Kevin Hart roast and any celebrity and celebrity breakups, and that's what's trending on social media. That's what's coming up on my timeline. But why isn't voters' rights being taken away trending on social media? And is anybody concerned? And does anybody care? And I just remember how the turnout dropped when Barack Obama wasn't on the ticket. It seemed like people felt like we made it and people don't care anymore. That's how we ended up with Donald Trump in office. Nobody show up to midterm election. Nobody show up in state house election. Nobody's a member of, the NAACP or the SCLC to even know what's going on. And what now? Think about it. Think about it. Because I'm concerned. I think we're in a dictatorship, and I think we are in Jim Crow. You got the United States Supreme Court that went there to undo those laws that Thurgood Marshall and others, have the fact that they had to create laws to fight racism. They had to create laws to protect voting rights. They had to create laws to protect hate crime. The fact that they had to create laws to begin with to deal with such awful and racist people, they had to create laws just to protect black citizens of these United States of America. And now the laws that they had to do to protect voting rights and everything else has emboldened racists. Because some of these people, they are their grandparents and great-grandparents. They are. No, they wasn't living during that time, but they are. Same mentality, same mindset, and Donald Trump has emboldened them. And the question becomes, what are you going to do? Okay, we protest in Target. Who else we going to protest? Are we going to keep sending our kids to play football and represent these universities when you don't even have the right to vote in those states? South Carolina, Tennessee, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, yeah, and any other state that decide that they want to redraw the maps. Donald Trump is afraid to lose the House because then him and his administration will be held accountable, and all kinds of stuff be going on. And if the Democrats don't take over the House, everything that we know as democracy is over and done with. And he will be the president of the United States until he die. That's a fact. Have a nice day. Just my thoughts. Peace. What are your thoughts?